Thankfully, Will Hollis was up and about nice and early this morning and made his way from Nottingham to Skegness. Morning, Will. I have to say the weather looks beautiful for it.
Good morning. Yes, it's absolutely gorgeous here. It's clear skies and sunshine in Skegness, and I know it is in large parts of the UK as well. I think we're expecting temperatures around 14, 15, 16, 17 degrees here. Low 20s for lots of places across the country as well. We saw yesterday, Good Friday, the highest temperature that's been recorded for the country so far this year. So it is boding well for this bank holiday weekend. There is a little bit of worry, as there is every single year, about the amount of traffic that we might expect to see on the roads. RAC estimating that 22 million leisure journeys, so people specifically going for holidays in coastal destinations just like Skegness, they're going to be on the roads over the bank holiday weekend. Today specifically, it's a little bit less than yesterday if you were travelling, about 3.6 million car journeys. People going to be on the road. There's also, of course, everything to do with the FA Cup final, the semi-final that's happening down at Wembley. Liverpool and Manchester City heading down there, so you might see some problems around the M25 as well as the M6 in the north. Well, Skegness is really starting to heat up, and a lot more people. As you were here about an hour ago, it was pretty empty. People were still having their lines, having in their breakfast, but you can see lots of families down here, and I'm being told that it is going to be rammed. It is going to be packed. The dog walkers that I've spoken to, they said, we live in Skegness and we are going to get out and stay in our homes and stay in our gardens because it's going to be so busy with tourists. So here to tell us a little bit more is Councillor Colin Davey from Lincolnshire County Council. Obviously, we are on the Lincolnshire coastline here at Skegness. What can we expect from this tourist destination today?
Well, it's going to be absolutely full. We're expecting tens of thousands of visitors every day this weekend, and we're expecting the economy to really take off, and it's needed after a dark, long winter.
And that period of a bounce back that we're hoping for after the 2 years of the pandemic, that's coupled, unfortunately, with the cost of living crisis. Do you expect lots of people to still make the choice to visit Skegness this year?
I think Skegness offers a really, really good holiday destination for people. It's value for money. And what we want to ensure, of course, with the cost of living crisis is that people want to come back year on year and make sure that the UK is a destination of choice rather than going to Spain or elsewhere.
We have seen the stories from this week and last about Manchester Airport, Birmingham Airport, lots of people waiting in queues. Sure, we might have a few problems on the roads coming in and out of Skegness at some of those busier times, but do you think people will be making the choice to come to holiday destinations that they've chose to avoid for the last 20, 30 years?
I think they're going to want to check out the UK market again. I think they're going to want to come to Skegness and Mablethorpe and Cleethorpes and the whole coastline here. And this is an area that's worth, 2.4 billion a year in terms of revenue from tourism, and it supports 30,000 jobs. So of course we want it to be strong, and we want it to really bounce back and remain that way.
And we're talking about, of course, cost of living crisis. Just very quickly, what's it like for the people that call this place home?
I think it's difficult. Cost of living is a real issue for everybody in this country. And quite clearly, even if you're buying your fish and chips here, the cost of cooking oil has doubled in price. So these things are going to be passed on to consumers quite clearly. So it's going to be a challenge. And this is not an area of high wages. It is a low wage area. So we have to remember that we have to look after the interests of residents and of visitors.
Colin, thank you so much for talking to us today on Breakfast on GB News. It is going to get a lot busier here. The sun is out and we'll be here all day to bring you up-to-date travel advice, travel news, as well as all of the different tourism notifications that you might expect to see.